I often ask myself this question: is Notion still popular? Yeah, it is for now. But what happens if Notion dies? What would I do? So what I would do is I would make a list of different applications, which at the end of this video, I'll reveal to you the one app that I would actually go to if Notion would die. So wait for that. So what I would do is essentially look for Notion alternatives. And funny enough, Zapier has an article that's pretty accurate on this. And since I've reviewed so many different videos before, you'd know that I'd give you the right one, right? And yeah. And I'd take a look and figure out what makes sense based off all these different applications and have the similar functionality between them versus what Notion has. I've reviewed Anytype, I've reviewed Coda, I've reviewed ClickUp, and a lot of these different applications have good legs to stand on. But essentially what I would do is I would take the different parts of my workspace that I could. For example, I'd take my entire one, and on a weekly basis, I would go here and I would export it into Markdown and CSV. The reason for that is because Notion, while the export feature and the import feature have a little things to be desired, is based off of Markdown. So what I would do is I would find different Markdown solutions that are very similar to Notion and have good market caps. And the reason for that is, the reason that I would go away from Notion is only if somebody bought it and they ruined it. I have a theory on that Salesforce might buy it. That was brought up to me by another Notion ambassador. It was a whole thing. I was like, yeah, Salesforce could buy it. But what I would do is I would make sure that my Markdown is exported so that I could then import it into another Markdown alternative. And what Markdown essentially is this stuff. Like if I do /, all these different options can be done via doing Markdown functionality. If I do bracket, space, it does a check blocks. If I do --, it turns into a divider. All these things are just Markdown functionalities that are changed based off of Notion's UI. And it would utilize the exported Markdown in a way to import it into a productivity system. That makes similar sense. Having a system like Para, or in my case, the TTP method, makes a lot of sense when working in a new system. So you need to find a system that works for you, that is tool agnostic, like the Evergreen methodology and TTP method that I use, or Para, and move it to the next workspace that has Markdown functionality. The top 3 that I would look out for are Coda, Anytype, and as a weird alternative that isn't really Markdown, ClickUp. You can see my face cringing. But those are the applications that really do matter in the space and that can actually do something if Notion were to die. The main app that I would actually use though would be Coda. And the reason for that is it is agnostic to any specific platform, and it has recurring tests already. If you do some basic things, it has a button feature, it has more integrations, it has more growth than I've seen out of many applications in the last year, and you can do so many things with the packs here. It's ridiculous how much integration has been seen over the last few years. You can see and send emails from a doc. Google Calendar integration is a thing. Honestly, if Notion wasn't more popular, I might be using Coda already. I'm gonna be real with you. This is something I might suggest for clients in the future because it is just that much better when it comes to a lot of different things. If you want to see more Coda videos, let me know. But Coda, TLDR, is my exit plan because Notion could die at any point. This is first, and second would be Anytype on my list of applications I would use instead of Notion. Also, if you'd like to see a course on Coda, let me know. And if you want to be more productive, check out this video right here.